Today we are going to talk about Phone 700. Phone 700 is our ceiling speakerphone for medium to large room. This system is able to cover an area of 4 meters radius, depending on the height, but you can expand with 3 additional speakerphones installed in your ceiling. You have different mounting options. The system is really simple. It including a hub that receives the power and is connecting to the Phone 700 unit that is on the ceiling. And from this unit to the expansion unit is only a simple UTP cable. What is more, this hub can be used as a USB hub, so you can connect your cameras directly via USB to this hub, and then you have only one single cable to your computer. And it's more, if you want to save the HDMI cable from the computer, you can send the HDMI image embedded on the USB, and it is totally plug and play. So one single cable, one single USB cable to have the audio, the video, and the image from your computer. We are going to present 3 different solutions to create a professional audio tracking solution for your room. Depending on the size of your room, you are going to choose one or you are going to choose the others. In this setup of today, we have 3 different cameras. We are going to start with the first combination. The first combination is going to be the CAM 570 with the Phone 700 that we have installed in this room. CAM 570 is a 4K dual lens camera that the most interesting is that this camera is able to perform a automatic audio tracking without any special setup. Only you need to connect the camera, activate the audio tracking, and thanks to the both lens is going to do a very accurate audio tracking. It is ideal for rooms that the distance between the camera and the last person that is talking is around 7 meters, more or less, depending on the acoustic, but 7 meters is going to work very well. So the camera is going to perform the audio tracking, and the Phone 700 is going to work as a pure speakerphone. The setup is very simple. We are going to connect this camera via USB to the hub, and the hub is connected to the computer via USB. Then we are going to activate in the camera the audio tracking or using the remote controller, and it is working. Of course, we have different setups. For example, in case that you want to install the camera in the ceiling, you can invert the image and you can select using one single lens, for example, depending on the setup. But the basic installation is as you can see here. Let me show you how it is working. To do the setup, the only that you need to do is to use the remote controller and activate the audio tracking. If you want to use the software, go to the setting of the camera, setting, and you can select, for example, the audio tracking. That should be this mode. Then, if we go, for example, to the camera mode, if Jorge talks,
Hello, 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 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
If I talk again, it can with me, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, it can with me. If I move to a different position, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, the camera will come with me. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, I'm here. If I go back, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, the camera will come with me. Remember that we have enabled the transition mode, the smart shift, but of course, if you prefer, you can disable. If Jorge talks again,
Hello, hello again, hello, hello.
It is made by the camera itself. The Phone 700, in this case, is not doing anything related to the audio tracking. It's just working as a pure speakerphone. So it is the first solution that I want to show. But now we are going to see another option for your room. Now we are going to see another solution that in this case, we are going to use Phone 700 to do the audio tracking. In the previous solution was the camera who is listening to do the audio tracking and the position, and now it's going to use Phone 700. The benefit of the Phone 700 is you can have multiple extensions, up to 4 in total, the main unit plus 3 expansions, so you can cover a large space doing audio tracking. In this case, we are going to combine one CAM 550 plus the Phone 700. And we are going to use what we mean IP mode. That means that there is a direct connection between camera and the Phone 700 via IP, and the Phone 700 is going to send the location to the camera, and the camera is going to move automatically. So we don't need to use any software running in the computer to do this audio tracking. So it works without any software. We are going to use the software for the setup, but after the setup, you don't need to use this software any longer. Okay, it is one solution. Okay, for this second solution, we are going to configure the camera and the phone 700. As we talked before, camera and phone 700 need to be connected to the same network. We can use a direct cable between camera and the hub, what is not the typical, or we can connect camera and the phone 700 together in the same network. So for this, now we are doing the configuration via USB. So we go to the settings of the camera, we go to system, to settings, sorry, and in setting we are going to find the last option that the name of this function is preset link camera. We click start, then we can have multiple configuration, and we are going to select the camera mode link. We say on, we enable. Then you need to write the IP of the phone, in this case is the 188, and then in the model you need to select phone 700. It is true that this camera is supporting other audio systems. In this case we are going to select phone 700, and then we close. Now camera and phone 700 are connected together, so they can see each other. Now we are going to do the settings of the phone 700. The first that you need to, you go to the audio tracking section, and then you have here the installation height, that is the distance from the floor to the position that the microphone, the speakerphone is installed, in this case 2.4 meters, that is 240 centimeters. We select the camera that we are going to operate, the CAM 550 that is connected previously, if it's upright or is upside down. And here is the most interesting, how we are going to do the calibration. In this case, you can do manual calibration, that you need to select different position of the microphone, or it is easier if we select the QR code. The QR code comes printed with the phone 700. If you don't have this printed QR code, you can print, and then you need to stick this QR code to the phone 700 in line with the top of the phone 700. And then you only need to do a very basic thing. You are going to move the position, then you are going to zoom in to see the QR code, and then it's going to be scanned and automatically is detected. Here you can see that you have an arrow that is telling me to click once a little bit, and now at the moment, at the moment that is green, they only need to select what is the position of the AVer logo on the phone 700. It is the way that I have the sticker, the QR code, so I'm going to select that one. I click calibration and it's automatically calibrated. Here is going to draw the shape, that is more or less this. We are going to validate, and it's done. Now it's asking me to talk 1 2 3 1 2 3, so I'm going to talk 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, and you can see that automatically I am in the center position of the camera, so it's automatically calibrated. Done. And here, if I have a extension, a speakerphone, I can continue doing the alignment. That the alignment, basically I need to select what is the distance between the first speakerphone to the other, what is the distance behind. But in this case, we finish and it is done. Here we can play with the speed and something like this. Okay, we can lock the settings if we want, but in this case we are not going to do anything else. Only with this simple is going to work. Now I go to the CAM 550, 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Jorge, you can talk.
Hello, hello, hello. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Me.
Now I'm going to talk 1 2 3 1 2 3. Hello, 1 2 3 1 2 3. I'm going to change the position. 1 2 3 1 2 3. Hello, 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, and the camera is automatically tracking me. Jorge.
Hello again. Hello, hello, hello. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. The camera is
So now you can see that we are not doing anything else. Now we can close the software, and the software don't need to run to use in this mode, because camera and phone 700 are connected together and they are receiving the information. So you don't need to install any software in the computer or run the software during your video conference, because it's not necessary. Everything is done between the camera and the phone 700, and phone 700 plus the expansion if necessary. So it is the second option that you have with the phone 700 and audio tracking. And now I'm going to show you the third possibility. In this case, we are going to do something more complex. We are using phone 700 for the audio tracking. Remember that we can expand with 3 additional speakerphones, so in total 4, to cover a large area and to cover a large space for the audio tracking. And we are going to combine 2 units of the CAM 550, one and the second. So we are going to get the location from the phone 700. The phone 700 is going to send to the hub, and the cameras are going to be triggered by the hub to the different positions. In order to automatically switch from one camera to the other, we are going to use our free software Room Management to generate a virtual camera that is the result of the switching of the 2 cameras. Okay? Very simple to configure, very simple to use. The only thing that you need to consider is that in the Teams, Zoom, in the software that you are going to use, instead of selecting the camera as a video source, you are going to select the virtual camera generated by our software Room Management. Remember that this software is free, so you can implement a very interesting multiple camera solution with phone 700 without any additional hardware. Now we are going to see the last option, that is using a phone 700, in this case is only the main unit, not the expansions, and 2 CAM 550 connected via USB to the hub of the phone 700, and the phone 700 is connected to my computer via USB. It's very simple. And what we are going to get is that the system, by running this application, the Room Management, on the background of this computer, is going to switch between the first camera and the second camera. So let's do the basic setting. The only that we need to do in both cameras is we go to the preset link, and we need to activate in preset link the app mode in on. Okay, we select that one, that is the first camera, and then the second camera we do the same. We go here and we select on, we enable. So both cameras now are going to be available in the phone 700 settings. Here, very simple, we go to the audio tracking. It is the phone 700 audio tracking settings, and here we need to select what is the distance from the floor to the phone 700. This room is around 240 the position centimeters, and here you see that we have 2 cameras to select. We need to select what we are going to consider that is the first camera. You can choose what you want, but in this case we are going to select that one. That is the camera that we have on our left, but for the system is the right. We select if it's upright or upside down, and again we need to do the calibration of all the speakerphone that we have here. We are going to repeat the calibration that we did in the previous step, is the same, and then I have the image of this camera. So I'm going to move again the camera to do the calibration. The only I need to do is to scan the QR code. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, more or less. You don't need to. Here, and here you can see that you have some, it gives you some possibilities to move, to adjust, but at the moment that it's green, it's okay. So, and here, well, it is giving me the advice that if I move a little bit or a little bit here, I click again, but sorry, I click several times, so you can see how the system is able to give you what is the right position. For example, that one, okay? And I need to select where is the logo located in the installation. Here I have the paper and I have here. So it's going to give you the shape, just to double check, we proceed. And then if I start the tracking, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, you can see that it comes with me. Well, we can select again to relocate, or we are going to adjust that it's okay. So we are going to say that it's okay. It is more or less the position. If we have more speakerphones, we can select what speakerphone we want to use and do the calibration. More things to do. Here we are working with 2 cameras, so we need to enable the dual camera tracking. We are going to do the settings. And here we have the primary camera, that is the one that we did the calibration, that automatically gives us this X, Y, and Z position. X is the horizontal offset from the phone 700 to the camera, is this distance from here to here, from here to here. The Y is the distance from the phone to here, and the C is the zeta is the distance between the phone and the camera, more or less, is the position. So the first one is automatically made by the calibration. What we need to adjust is the secondary camera to provide what are the positions. So the system automatically is going to do some calculations, but in case that we need to do the adjustment, we can do. Basically, we can click edit position and what are the distance between one camera to the other camera in the different axes. Very simple. Okay, so you can see here that basically the offset from the phone to this camera is 7 centimeters, and here 97. The reason is because between this camera and this camera we have 90 centimeters exactly. If you need to do some correction, you can do. The distance from the phone to the cameras, both cameras in this case are in the same line. So in this case, one is 226, the other is 225. Of course, if we want to edit, we can put 226. And the X is the same because they are in the same height. That is 44. That is the distance between the camera to the ceiling speakerphone. So we do in this way. And the next thing that we need to do is that we are going to do that the primary camera, our camera that is installed on the left, is going to capture the people that is on the right. You can create different coverage areas, and you can draw the size, and you can do what you need. So it is depending on how you want to do. The same for the secondary camera. In the secondary camera, we are going to create here a capture area that we can adjust more or less, or even we can do some masking, that basically is going to trigger people that is from the half of the table to the left, is going to trigger the right camera, and the opposite for the other. It is the coverage area of the speakerphone, more or less, you know, that is placed on top of the table. And we can create some exclusion area. For example, if we want to create some exclusion area outside here that we have the air conditioner, we put here, and in this area is not going to capture any audio from this side. And here the only we need to do is to enable the dual tracking. At the moment that we enable the dual tracking and also activating the tracking that is already activated, from this moment both cameras are active and both cameras are connected to the software via USB, of course, and this software is generating a virtual camera. Now we are demonstrating how the system is working. We are using the Windows camera, but you can use Teams, Zoom, or any application. Remember that you need to choose the AVer virtual camera, because the virtual camera is the output of the room management software that is running on the background of the PC and is combining the both cameras. So I'm talking now. If Jorge talks now.
Hello, 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 test, 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 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The camera is coming with me. Here.
If I talk again, the camera is going to come with me. If Jorge moves to a different position in the table and now start to talk.
Yes, hello, hello, hello. I am in another position here, and now the camera is with me, is framing me, is here.
You can see that the camera is automatically framing Jorge. So it is not similar to other systems that is using fixed presets. Here we are not saving any preset. The camera is able to adapt automatically to the actual position that the speaker is talking, what is very flexible in case that you want to move the tables or the position in the rooms. So it's totally dynamic, and you can do this. So it is the third solution that we are offering with the Phone 700 plus 2 CAM 550 and the software running in the background. This software is totally free. When you do the setup, you don't need to touch the software any longer because it's already starting where the Windows start. Easy and powerful.